Happy Saturday. So I'm going to stick my neck out here. Was watching late last night the news coverage of the climate change protests in largely Montreal. Well, that was apparently the largest protest. They were in Canada anyway. They were Ottawa, Montreal, Vancouver, Edmonton, I think, and I have no idea what else was going on around the rest of the world. It was probably all around the world. Here's what I think. I think everybody who was protesting yesterday needs to show a little bit of gratitude. The fossil fuel industry may have contributed to the climate change problem, but the fossil fuel industry is also what lifted you, if you're watching this on a laptop or a smartphone, which is probably 99% of people, has lifted you out of poverty. Because if you compare yourself to what your life would have been like a century ago, you are way, way better off than you would have been without the fossil fuel industry. It's because of the fossil fuel industry that, in large part, slavery, it was possible to abolish slavery. And why most of us have got a roof over our heads and can sit in warm houses in the wintertime and air-conditioned ones in the summertime. Why we have air-conditioned factories and offices to go work in. So that fossil fuel industry has lifted you out of poverty. Otherwise, you would probably be a slave yourself today. So would I. Or you'd be working on a farm somewhere, eking out an existence, living hand to mouth, hoping that you've got another day of employment to go to tomorrow, and you'll be able to feed your wife and kids tomorrow as well. That's now gone for a large part of the Western world. So show some gratitude. That, working in the fossil fuel industry is it's hard work. I spent a couple of summers working in the oil field. It's not easy. It's dirty. Very, very dirt under the fingernails, and dirt over all the rest of you as well, for that matter. Pays reasonably well, but it's still dirty. It's not a barrel of laughs. And I've been reading George Orwell's The Road to Wigan Pier, and he describes in very earth-shattering detail what life was like for coal miners. Whoa. And they got no gratitude either. So show some. Fossil fuel, yeah, okay, maybe we need to make some changes, but the fossil fuel industry is what got you to where you are today. So show a little bit of gratitude. Your biggest battles were won for you before you were born, before you and I were born. We can live pretty comfortable lives, most of us, for the better part of a century if we're lucky. Wouldn't have been that way 100, 150 years ago. And the second thing I guess I'm thinking is, it's all well and good to protest and shout slogans and wave banners and march in streets along with everybody who thinks just like you do, so you can feel nice, safe, and comfy and all have a nice love-in while marching and getting on camera if you're lucky. Fact is, politicians and governments are not going to fix this problem. I'm not a climate change skeptic, by the way. I'm inclined to think I haven't done my homework properly, for that matter. I need to do my own homework. But I don't think I'm a skeptic. I do think we need to correct this. But politicians and governments are not going to do it. It's not in their best interest to fix this problem. It's not in their best interest to not fix it either. It's in their best interest to stay elected and to tax and pass laws that they benefit from. Everybody's self-motivated, don't forget. Governments and politicians, and civil servants even, I would say, are not going to fix this problem. Highly motivated, capable, risk-taking, action-taking individuals are going to fix this problem. If you want to fix climate change, if you want to stop climate change, start a company that develops technology, that zero carbon or low carbon technology, that is more attractive, cheaper, and better than fossil fueled, or if you are anti-nuke as well, nuclear powered energy. Take action. Start a company that does it. And if you don't want to do that, then face up to the fact that marching in the streets in a protest, all you're really doing is trying to feel powerful, because you feel powerless. You just want to feel a little bit more powerful than you did before, for a brief shining moment, for a few hours in one day. That's all you really want, is to feel powerful and feel comfy and surrounded by people who aren't going to threaten you. But you don't really give a darn about climate change unless you actually put rubber to the road. So, mull that one over. Kirk out.